very heavy rains. You can barely pick out the boardwalk here through the raindrops on the lens. And more is on the way. Kind of in between Ocean City and Rehoboth Beach is one of those rotating storms with tornado warnings, several tornado warnings right now that we want to update you on as the rain continues to come on down. A flood risk and a tornado risk tonight, Carl, as we monitor these storms, all associated with the big circulation from Elsa.
Yeah, a lot of rotation showing up now out ahead of this tropical storm. In fact, when you look at the broader picture here, you see the center of the circulation actually a little where we've got it right in there. That was as of the 11 p.m. advisory. It's moving very quickly, but all of these storms are showing some level of rotation as they pivot into Delaware and into Maryland. So latest warnings for you now: southeastern Delaware, Sussex County under warning, and the cell is just northeast of Selbyville, actually east of Selbyville and northwest of Ocean City. And they're moving very, very rapidly, about 60 miles per hour off to the northwest. So that's coming towards Bayard and Blackwater, also towards Bullseye, Golden by the Bay. Actually, motion on this cell is a little bit slower, so I'm going to redraw that. We'll get another look at that and change the speed on this, because that is slowed a good bit. We had one that was coming in at 60 miles per hour. Actually, this cell was coming in at 60 miles per hour, but now they've changed that to 45. So coming into Blackwater at about 12:35, and then Bullseye at around 12:41. Then to the west of that, another tornado warning here. This is pretty amazing. Look at the reflectivity. You can actually make out a little bit of a spin in the regular radar returns there. And so there's a broadly rotating area right in there, kind of a large, but, definitely, vigorous area of rotation showing up there. And so that could tighten up at any time. And that is going to be coming towards Beaver Dam Heights, Hitchens Crossroads more immediately, Hardscrabble, and Concord, possible tornado coming your way. Then to the north of that, there was a warning for the Lewis area, and that has been allowed to expire. That area is really kind of sheared out. But, as I mentioned here, all these cells are showing some level of rotation. So we may continue to see warnings. It's a lot of low-level wind shear, winds coming out of different directions in the lowest 5,000 feet of the atmosphere, and that's why you've got this tornado potential and a tornado watch now for southern Maryland going until 2 o'clock in the morning. Mark?
We continue to follow the heavy rain threat, the tornado threat. You can see that tornado watch until 2 a.m. A little bit surprising, Carl, that we don't have an extension of a watch through Delaware into southern Jersey at all, because, gosh, those rotating storms are headed in that direction. I'm surprised.
Yeah, I'm surprised too. I'm not sure why, because we've had a flurry of tornado warnings, so certainly it would seem that it is justified to do that. I also want to mention we've got a new flash flood warning here, and that is associated with the center of this tropical storm, and that is for Dorchester County. And Mark, you were noticing just a little while ago that when we track that center forward, looks like it's going to be coming right up and across the very areas that were flooded out yesterday.
Yeah, in fact, let's take a look at my max here, because we can not only look at the modeling forecast, but look at this. This is the flash flood warnings issued from where that center went. There's our newest warning, right? If we kind of connect those, that's pointed right towards New York City. If you track the center of the storm coming just off the coast, these might actually be bent a little bit off, more like this and like this. So hugging the coastline, that would bring the core of the worst of the rain right over New York. And we know that the flash flood guidance there suggests that a half inch of rain, even in a few hours, would cause more flooding. Update on that coming up.
You're strong. You power through chronic migraine. 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more. Botox prevents headaches